Happy Thursday to you, crypto enthusiasts, crypto with Dinny fans. Welcome to Wexford. So I was at the conference yesterday, the B word, and I just want to give you my take on what I think happens from here, where we go from here. We'll just wait till a few people jump in on the live. I'll give you a little look around here as well. It's pretty awesome. In this little bay here, it's kind of cool. In this little sort of little bay setup. Just walked the beach. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, really exciting there yesterday. I don't know if you tuned into the B word. It was Cathie Wood, Elon Musk, and Jack Dorsey, and it was a whole conference yesterday. I'm not sure if you caught it, but I was just re-listening to the conversation there, because when these people speak, I always find if you listen to it more than once, I can take on more. I've actually got time to do a live on time. David, Ducky, what's the crack? Guys, don't forget your exercise. I'm out here getting my exercise done. A couple of push-ups and a bit of a walk on the beach this morning. You guys, do us a favour there for Crypto with Dinny. Hit the like button, get it done, stretch out the index finger and approach. But yeah, so when these dudes speak, when any of these financial people speak, you see, they can't sort of speak their mind. Anyone who owns a company is a little bit like that. Like, I'm very much like that with the companies I own. Sometimes I have to be self-gagged, and you can't actually say what you really think. You sort of have a fiduciary obligation. And especially these bigger CEOs who have massive companies as shareholders, they have fiduciary obligation, okay? And they're sort of gagged in somewhat. So you really have to listen to what they say. I find anyway, for me, if I listen to it twice or even 3 times sometimes, maybe that's just me, I'm a bit slow, lads. But I can sort of take more meaning from something. So I was listening to the whole interview again. It's only just over an hour long. Come on, Stephen, what's the crack? And it's only just an hour long. My key takes from that is, did Elon just kick off the bull run? Like Elon, I suppose, the Bitcoin community sort of turned on him a little bit, but I just don't think they understood. I think it'll help their understanding of why his position is his position. From that interview today. But one of the facts is that Elon will be one of the most sort of influential CEOs in the world today, okay? And just to take this point on board, that in the interview Elon said Tesla owned Bitcoin. He had to say that because they have to show that on their balance sheet. But SpaceX didn't have to, but he said SpaceX owned Bitcoin as well, and he owns Bitcoin privately. And he also said that Tesla, nor SpaceX, nor himself have sold any of their Bitcoin. Okay? And that'd be quite interesting. So to other CEOs of medium-sized companies and large companies, you know, that's what they're going to be reading between the lines. Pretty much the only assets he holds is Bitcoin in a large degree. Okay? He says he owns some Doge and he owns some Ether. But the largest proportion by far, he said, was Bitcoin. And they haven't sold a penny. He also said he's not interested in pumping the price, or pumping and dumping. He says he pumps but he doesn't dump, with a bit of humour, and that, you know, he will pump up the price, but he won't dump, he won't sell, he's not in it for the trade. And he also went through a lot of the reasons why he's attracted to Bitcoin. Now, from what I see, I see a lot of CEOs that are on the fence, corporates that were on the fence, looking for the dip, going, well, hold on. Not only does Tesla own it, but Elon himself personally holds it, and SpaceX owns it. So pretty much every company he manages owns Bitcoin. Why don't we own any? What are we afraid of? Okay, and that's why there's going to be a landslide into it. And that's why I believe, I've done a little survey on Crypto with Dinny to see what my guys think is the bull run over, or you know, will Bitcoin break an all-time high later this year? And I believe it will, for this very reason. Because these corporates, they're the ones that are going to move this market, and one by one they're going to FOMO in, especially as the price comes down. So I still think, although I never really care about short-term prices, like, there's no reason why we can't see a 20k Bitcoin. If there's 20k Bitcoin, I don't know where I'm going to find the money, because I don't have any. But maybe I'll sell something. I'll sell the i8 and put it back into Bitcoin. But there's no reason why we shouldn't. And the price is obviously heavily manipulated. A lot of people understand that. And but the price is pulled back, and unfortunately what's happening when you look at the on-chain, and the great thing if you go onto the B word and they looked at on-chain and they demystified and debunked all the myths of Bitcoin being used for criminals, of Bitcoin not being decentralized and held by some wallets own a vast majority of it. And it's insane. Like, Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency that has the decentralization to a huge degree, and that all these small wallets are holding these small amounts of Bitcoin, and that it's became decentralized. But I can't remember what my point was there, because I went and done a little ramble. Let me give you a look at this. Down in Wicklow, in this little, I wouldn't say cave, but little cove, little tiny little bay here, just to get out of the breeze. There's a bit of a breeze. Walk the length of British Beach just for my exercise. Hopefully you guys have got your exercise in. You press the like button, or hit the love button, or hit a comment in. It's great to see the same people popping up. But I don't believe the bull run's over, because these institutions are one by one going to FOMO in, because some of the biggest, most trusted and most successful institutions in the world already have Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So the question to them in their boardroom is, why don't we? Why, if our competition own it and our competition are more successful than us, why don't we own it? Lads, we got to buy Bitcoin. And that's what's happening. I've been saying that pretty much for the last, since around March, whenever that conference was that Michael Saylor put on, February I think it was. I've been saying, listen, corporates are coming, don't you worry, but they don't move as quick as us. Okay, it could take them a full 12 months to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet from when they decide to put it on their balance sheet. So if some companies decide today, looking at that interview, we're not going to see the effects of that until 2022. That's why Bitcoin rewards the patient, and the impatient are punished. The impatient, who are worried about short-term volatility, they get punished. So that's why I try and teach people to always zoom out. Bitcoin has been in a 12-year bull run. It's gone like that. Whether you believe in it or not, that's just what it's done. For 12 years it's gone like that. And every 4 years it sets new highs, because the scarcity is cut in half. So it's very simple. Some people don't get it yet. Or the FOMO, or the fear, or not FOMO, but the FUD keeps them out of it. But we have a really unique opportunity to actually purchase part of what could be the next financial system. Maybe it won't be. Maybe it just becomes digital gold. It'll only be valued at $500,000 then. Feck it anyway. But that's the play, that's the game. Check out the conference if you get a chance. The B word, particularly the interview with Elon, Jack Dorsey and Cathie Wood. There's a lot you'll get out of that. And as I said, I watched it twice, just because the first time I started to try and read between the lines, because you're restricted in what you can actually say, and you have to say things in a sort of roundabout way, like the way politicians speak. A whole lot of hot air comes out of them. But entrepreneurs are slightly different, but they're sort of under the same constraints, in that they can't more or less just speak their mind. They have to choose their words very carefully. Guys, hope you're having a super day. I'm having a good day. Happy Thursday to you. Hope you're enjoying it. I took off in the van yesterday morning, nowhere in mind. We ended up down sort of Wicklow or Wexford. I'm not sure where British is. I think it's Wicklow. A bit of camping gear, a few tins of beans, a few eggs. Made a chili con carne before we left, and just enjoying the good weather. So hopefully you guys are too. And stick in the comments. If you're interested in learning more about Bitcoin, guys, jump into my Bitcoin Basics. It's a great place to start. I mentioned my video the last time. I had a guy here since 2017 and didn't think he'd get any value on it. And when you try and understand the crypto market at large, okay, and you're trying to understand pretty much 10,000 or 5,000 cryptocurrencies, it's like an exercise. I always give the example in exercise. If you lift dumbbells, if you come into exercise, you decide, I'm going to get fit. And you try to do a bit of dumbbells, a bit of kettlebells, a bit of calisthenics, a bit of yoga, a bit of Pilates, a bit of gymnastics, a bit of sprinting, a bit of long distance running. Guess what? You'll just be shite at everything. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but you won't pretty much learn. Your journey to learning will be very slow, in that you'll be crap at everything. You'll be trying to do everything to a low degree. You're better off being a specialist in one thing and then expanding from that. Okay, so that's what I say to people. rather than being in crypto for 4 years. Doesn't matter if you're 4 years or 5 years or 10 years or 1 year. If you're trying to understand everything, you just won't. Okay? Try and understand Bitcoin at the very first thing. Alright? Whether you believe in it or not, understand it. Pretty much anyone who's ever studied Bitcoin owns Bitcoin. That's just the facts. There's no one who's put massive due diligence into it and says it's not for me. Well, I'm sure there is. A couple. But the vast majority of Bitcoiners are people who've done the due diligence, done deep research. Not free content. I always say that. It's not that I want to sell you anything. It's just, buy some books, buy some courses. You're going to get far superior content than entertainment. Like, me chatting here is just entertaining you. If you do my course, my Bitcoin basics course, that's not entertainment. That's not for entertainment. That's for education. It's not just me waffling. It's criteria and structure, and we get through a lot of points that I think are vital to you understanding. Me doing lives, it's just entertaining you, having a bit of crack, and you might learn a few bits. Frankie's on the boot camp on Saturday. Thanks, Landa. Hope you're having a great day. Morning, Bernard. David, you're going to check it out. Good man. Who else is on? Frankie's on. Conrad. Any advice on borrowing money for crypto? What's the best places to borrow from? Celsius you can borrow from. I can't give you advice on borrowing, because if you're not financially literate and you borrow money for crypto, you'll just go broke, and you'll be telling everyone that Dinny lad told me how to do that. So yeah, you sort of really need to know what you're at if you're taking on leverage. But not that leverage is a bad thing. Leverage is a great thing. Small effort moves a large distance, moves a large load a small distance. That's what my dad taught me when I was a kid. That's physics, but it works in finance as well. We done steel work. That's how we lifted. Steel that we weren't physically able to lift. We used leverage. My dad, pretty much on his own in the shed, built pyramids. You'll laugh, I swear. He built pyramids. You'll see these big yokes on top of ESP boxes. They're about 2 meters by 2 meters. 6 mil plate steel. They weigh a feckin' ton. No man could lift them. BIM could, with leverage. So understanding leverage is really important. Jesus, I'm on a total rant now. Gone off topic. There's the beach. Guys, get outside, get a bit of sun on the skin. It's the best thing for the body. Bit of sun, bit of nature, and a bit of grounding. Grounding is just like getting your bare feet on the ground. It's nice, it's good for you. Yeah, let me know what you thought of the conference if you watched it. I'll take the sunglasses off because I can't see us. Let me know what you thought of the conference if you watched it. If you want to learn about Bitcoin, get into my Bitcoin basics. It's €29, and it is you can get it on my website, cryptowithdinny.com. Jump on, grab a spot. If you want to go deep, I do what's called a Bitcoin boot camp. I'm sold out this weekend, but that pretty much sets people up in crypto in real time. We buy the Bitcoin, we set up the wallets, we set up the passwords, we triple back up them. We teach about wallets, all the different types, hardware, software, online, offline, how to custody your crypto, if you want to earn yield from your crypto, if you want to borrow against your crypto, if you want to set up a retirement plan in Bitcoin, if you want to get the greater success of the entire crypto market. That's why I hold altcoins and stuff. And by the way, I forgot to talk about that. I forgot to talk about altcoins. Ranting on about Bitcoin so much. But altcoins are cheap now, I think. I was looking at them and I was going, geez lads, bit of Chainlink there, bit of Polkadot. That's how I got a good crypto portfolio, was buying when no one else wanted to buy. And over this week it seemed like no one wants this stuff. Maybe I need to buy more altcoins. But yeah, no, just looking at DOT, looking at Link, looking at Ethereum. But particularly DOT and Link, I thought, wow, them things look cheap. And Theta as well. Theta, I was just like, $4 for Theta. This thing was like 18 only a couple of months ago. That's cheap, Dinny. Maybe we need to buy more. I have to admit, I got caught with this crash, but I hope there might be another climb. 70-80k. Paul Scottish, he's allergic to the sun. Stephen, don't worry. This is sort of the part of being in crypto. If you got caught with the crash, okay, anyone who holds crypto did. My crypto portfolio took a serious hit in the crash. Okay, but I've been here before, and I think when the portfolio is well constructed and it's heavily weighted in Bitcoin, it recovers. Okay, it mightn't recover this year or next year. Maybe it doesn't recover till 2024. That's the journey. It's not a quick fix. It's not a get rich quick. It's a get rich slow. That's how Warren Buffett done it. And he's famously quoted in, I can't remember the quote, so I'll paraphrase it, but it's, if your formula is so simple, why the hell doesn't everybody do it? And he just says, because people don't want to get rich slowly. They want to get rich quick. And that just keeps you poor. But it's as simple as that. You know, buy assets that you believe that you've put some due diligence into and you believe will be worth more in the future. You know, whether it's property, classic cars, whatever, gold, silver, whatever, Bitcoin, whatever. Buy an asset and hold the asset. It's as simple as that. And I know the world wants you to trade and buy and sell and all that stuff. But hopefully some of you have already learned the lesson without costing yourselves a fortune that trading and being overexposed to the altcoins mightn't be the best way. But Bitcoin over the long term, for the last 12 years, has been the highest performing asset in the world. So, you know, why not back a winner? That's just how I see it. Guys, I've got to jump off here. So yeah, maybe those alts are cheap. Let me know what you're buying if you're buying any alts. Maybe they're going to get cheaper. Who knows? You see, the thing is, you never know. But just on their previous valuation, this is what so I don't try and time the market. Here's a little tip. I don't know if they're at the very bottom. I don't know if they'll go lower. All I know is they have been a lot higher. And if in your thesis of crypto is crypto's not going away, which I believe to be true, it's on UFC sponsorship now, Crypto.com. Crypto.com is sponsoring Formula 1. Like, the crypto space is probably only going to continue to grow. And if that's the case, well, these assets, all of them, even if they're shitcoins, will probably break all-time highs again when there's a bull run. And if today they're 8 times lower than they were at the peak of their last bull run, well, maybe they're a bit of a bargain. That's just my thinking on it. Sure, what do I know? Right, I'm going to start walking back because I walked from all the way down there, so I better head back. Denise is actually, my poor wife, she's working in the van. She's got the laptop on her lap, proper laptop style work, and she's working away there, so I'm just out having a walk and having the crack. Dave King wants to jump in. Any other comments there I missed? YPF, I think it was 96 at one point, down to 26-ish now. Yeah, so it's only down 3 times though. Don't be fooled by the massive number. You know, it's still only 3 times, Paul. Whereas some projects are 6 times lower. You know, I know it's 96 grand, 26 grand, but it's still only a 3x to get back to its all-time high. But some projects are, you know, it might only be 5 cent, but it could have been 30 cent. You know, so what's that? Blah blah blah. 6x? No, it's not 6x. You know what I mean? Can't do maths in my head. But if you have 100 quid in that, I'd rather have 100 quid in that than something that's only 3 times away from its all-time high. Hopefully that makes sense. Film. Right, I'm going to climb back around here, head back. Guys, great to see everyone. Thanks for hitting the like. Let me know what you're buying, if you're buying. And also let me know in the comments what you thought of Elon's comments and Jack Dorsey's comments. Like, Jack had a lot of good things to say, a lot of interesting things to say. Let me know what you thought of that. And Caddy Wood, you know, I do like listening to her speak. They've done serious due diligence on Bitcoin. They hold millions of it. Billions? Who knows? Well, she bought another 100 million there yesterday because she probably foreseen that the price is going to pump from the conference. So she bought it before it. And the price did. Now, does it keep going up? Does it go down? Who knows? Who cares? Where's it in 10 years? That's what I'm interested in. Guys, have a super day. Looking forward. Bernard's, Jared's buying Bitcoin. Eat, Ada are the ones. Good stuff. Nice, man. 6x. Yeah, not quite a 6x, Conrad, but you know what I mean. It can go up 4 times. So go 5, 10, 20, 20, 40. Yeah, boom. Lads, have a super day. Hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you get a bit of sun. I'm going to jump off here. I'll catch up on all the comments later. Anyone's on the recording, let me know what you're buying. Let me know what you thought of the conference. And for now though, Dinny out. Here, I'll climb up here and give you the look. Probably fall over. I don't mind falling for the camera. You have to entertain. Hold on, we switch it around. I have the flip-flops on for this. My feet aren't weathered enough. I haven't done enough barefoot walking to be able to walk over this stuff. Ooh. Now, there we are. So Dublin is back that way around this headland, and that's Prioritising. Savage. Don't forget to buy more SHIB. I actually looked at that. I looked at it today. It hasn't dropped enough. Feck that. Nah, I want to buy stuff that I want to hold. You know, buy stuff that you're going to be have some conviction in. And if you do buy it at the wrong time, you're prepared to hold it for, you know, a cycle, 4 years. SHIB, not so much. Too much risk. You know, there's much better projects out there. You know, and I can get a bit of link. get a bit of theta. Why the hell would I be buying SHIB? You're only buying that because you think other fools are going to buy it. You know, that's pretty much the only reason you'll buy it. What happens if you run out of fools? What happens if you're one of the later fools? Well, you deserve what you get. And I did have it, and I think I had 3 times my money on it or something, and then I was like, right, had a bit of crack, I'm out of here. Which is fine, like, it's grand to do a bit of gambling and have the crack, lads. You know, play at it, but, you know, if you're building a crypto portfolio, I wouldn't build it around Shiba. I would. But, you know, I could be wrong. But there's more of a chance that I'm right than I'm wrong. Guys, have a super day. Dinny out. Thanks everyone for being here.